Hello, Rick Street here again. For years I've been around newspapers and I've always wanted to say, stop the presses, have I got news for you? Well, I just saw the news that the Times printing facility has been sold. I've been asked by some of the workers, well, what does this mean? And more importantly, how does it affect me? Well, since none of the owners or a representative from the Times wanted to talk about where or even if the paper would be printed, I thought it would be a good time to shed some more light. Luckily for you and your co-workers in packaging and newsprint, this information came out right before the vote. You see, in the event they move or cease printing the paper, all of the production folks that are not represented by a union will be at the total mercy of the company. Because you're employees at will, which simply means you have the right to quit and the boss has the right to terminate your employment without any reason at all and does not even have to discuss it with you. For the part-time workers, which may be earning a little over minimum wage, if anything, consider this. If the company is not paying you what you're worth now, do you really believe that they're going to pay out severance pay and any other benefits? Without union representation, the company doesn't even have to discuss it with you. And guess what, full-timers? You're in the same boat. You see, even in a worst-case scenario, the company has no legal obligation to give you anything because you're not represented by a union. For the pressmen and the folks represented by the guild, the company has a mandatory legal obligation to bargain over closing or moving and what effects it will have on the represented employees. They have to bargain over things like severance pay, continuation of health insurance, where the retirement accounts will go, reemployment assistance, assistance in collecting unemployment, and if they decide to reopen, terms and conditions of recalling workers. By now, I know everyone is tired of being bombarded with all this key information and all the spin on things from both sides. Change isn't easy. It takes effort. It takes the foresight and courage to stand up for yourself and the sisters and brothers you work with for an opportunity to improve your working lives. Like the pressmen and now the newspaper guild that voted to form their union and just recently approved their contract. If you believe that workers want to be treated fairly and to truly share in the company's prosperity, that workers want a fair contract legally guaranteeing regular wage increases, a safe and respectful workplace, a worthy level of benefits, first-rate working conditions, and protections against unfair discipline, then you need to stand up with your coworkers and vote yes on Election Day.